Give me a minute to get this thing shared up here. All right, so
And yo, this song's for anybody that longs to see their dreams happen, but practically you're alone. Like you can see it, but the absence of someone actually having the faith to back it sort of backs you in a corner. And you're attracted to this dream like a magnet, but you let people's opinions put your dreams in a coma. What happened? You have become stagnant. You have lost grasp of the things you hold passionately. And you're a drone cause you've been cloned into one of them to fit in, and somehow you have lost your whole persona. But let me tell you what I have learned: no matter how hard you try to turn it off, that fire burns. And I feel I have earned the right to lend you the light, to reignite your dream and cause you to fight back. Yeah, like that. Don't let anybody tell you can't conquer your dreams. Man, take your life back. Take that will and put it with that skill and go conquer the whole entire world. And that's real. If you feel that chill tingle up your spine, then it's you who needs to take that fire and let that build. Cause the sorrow of feeling this no tomorrow, and give up cause it's over, but it's hard to swallow that pill. Yeah, see I have been there and back. Got the t-shirt, the sneakers, and the stamp, but I'm still strong.
You couldn't help me, but instead you beat me to dust. And you?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. I was 6 years old.
Now you just listen.
No, you listen to me.
No, I think you done forgot.
I think you forgot. It don't matter. This is my time. What you tried to do, you couldn't destroy me.
Listen to me.
I'm still standing. You understand me? You couldn't help me. I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
And yo, it's times where you will find your eyes are so blinded, scrutinized by friends and fam, criticized and mocked, and you'll be chopped down a couple sizes. Word from the wisest, do not despise the day of small beginnings. It's all beginning to rise. And if you keep on trying, you are busted open wide. If you keep on hoping and coping, it'll come as no surprise when you success and bless all seem to coincide. When you have focused eyes and your eyes on the prize, there is no one alive who can stop or deny you, cause truth has a way to push and inspire, a fire for your desires that money couldn't buy you. Like the time that they fired you and expected you to die and expire, you rallied and made them look like lies. You became a better person entirely. Inside of you, you grew. Wouldn't go back if they tried to rehire you, like Joseph from the Bible. Pit to the palace, no matter who plotted on you or chose to lie on you, you rose to the top. No matter who opposed you, and Lord knows, no one and nothing couldn't fold you. You were chose to be the epitome of a soldier. When it seemed that you had lost to your enemy and it was over, you showed a new side they'd never been exposed to, that there was no prison facility that could hold you.
I'm still strong. You couldn't help me, but instead you beat me to dust. And you?
I'm still
Well, I don't know what you're talking
Yes, you
about.
do. I was 6 years old.
Now you just listen.
No, you listen to me.
No, I think you done forgot.
I think you forgot. It don't matter. This is my time. What you tried to do, you couldn't destroy
Listen
me.
to me.
I'm still standing. You understand me? You couldn't help me. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. And I always will be. And I always will be.
What's up, family? Getting this live started. Let me know if the mic levels is cool. I think I'm getting some echo or some feedback. I'm about to go back over here on Facebook real quick, and let me see here. It looks like if everybody let me know if the mic levels is good, so we can have this conversation real quick. Just want to go over a few things here that I was just thinking about today, and then a couple, maybe like sometime last week. So the intro track that I was playing coming in was from that Rapture album, Still Strong, and that song is definitely goes with what I want to talk about right now. And this is actually going to be something for the young people, young men and women out there struggling with this life, this everyday life, this street life. Just trying to find your way in the world. Hopefully, this message can help a little bit. So I'm just gonna bring up some information here that I want to go over with you, because this is what happened. Okay, probably about a year ago to this day, I did a video, and in that video, I indicated. Let me get this camera angle right. Okay, so the video is actually called North or Nothing. Okay, and the reason why I titled the video that is because let me get this camera straight. I'll just make sure all the mic levels is good. Okay, cool. All right, so the reason why I titled the video North or Nothing is because there's a little neighborhood in Anderson, Alabama. Okay, it's called Norwood. Okay, and the little moniker in that particular neighborhood, they go by NON, North or Nothing. Okay, so made a video just basically pointing out that North or Nothing has already been done. Okay, now this is not to insult anyone, but this information that I'm gonna put forth is actually to help. Okay, so if someone's willing to listen to it, okay, North or Nothing, that's already been done. Just like I pointed out in the video about a year ago, Harriet Tubman, she went North or Nothing. Okay, North or Nothing. That means we either going north for freedom, or we putting everything on the line. Okay, life, your freedom is worth risking your life. Okay, so that's the real North or Nothing, and this is what I was pointing out in the video. I indicated that Harriet actually went north so that you can have something. Okay, so when we create monikers and we create a certain type of mentality that we are nothing and that we don't deserve nothing, so that's what you ultimately get in life. You actually get nothing. Okay, so I pointed out in this video, North or Nothing has already been done. Okay, Harriet went north so that you can have something. Okay, so when you risk your life, when you risk your own life to free yourself, when you risk your own life to free others, okay, that's actually North or Nothing. Okay, so just I guess staying loyal and riding for so-called riding for your neighborhood, that's not North or Nothing. Okay, and in this moniker, in this video, I actually pointed out that this moniker actually programs you. Okay, North or Nothing. I am nothing. I deserve nothing. Okay, my life is nothing. Okay, so North or Nothing. You see what I'm saying? So by your own moniker, you actually create your own situation. Okay, so this is my thing, and this is why I titled this video When Thugs Cry. Okay, because we have a lot of young men, soldiers, supposedly warriors out there who think that they're tough. This street life is tough, and they go out here and they quote unquote think that they're hard. Okay, let me explain what being hard is. Okay, you have to be harder than your circumstances. Okay, you have to be harder than the situation that you're going through. When you want to break something, so when you want to break cycles, when you want to break generational cycles, generational curses. I talked about this weekend about generational ignorance. When you want to break these cycles, you actually have to be harder than the thing that you're going through. Okay, because when you allow the thing that you're going through, no matter what it may be, the ghetto, poverty, your dad wasn't in your life, your mother dying, whatever your situation and circumstances may be, if you allow that to destroy you, okay, if you allow that to break you, that's not being hard. Being hard is dealing with the situation, saying, look, this is my situation. How can I overcome it? Okay, how can I not allow this situation to break me? Okay, when you take some type of material, let's say you have this stone or you have this material that you want to break up. Okay, you're not going to use an object to break up this material, to break up this rock, or to break up this stone. You're not going to use the same. You're not going to use an object that's the same toughness as the object or the material that you're trying to break up. You're going to use something that's harder. You're going to use steel. You're going to use some type of object that when you strike it, when you impact it, it's not going to break your tool, but it's actually going to break down and destroy whatever it is you're trying to break up. Okay, so you have to apply the same premise to your lifestyle and to your situation. Okay, you're like, okay, I'm in the ghetto. Okay, I'm surrounded by gangs. Okay, my mom's on drugs. Okay, my mother, put me up for adoption. Okay, she wasn't there for me. My father wasn't there for me. Okay, but I can't allow. But when you allow this situation to break you, to cause you to go off and do whatever it is that you do, and I know a lot of us, it's easy as a human being to succumb to your environment, but we're talking about being unbreakable. Okay, so when you allow these situations and these circumstances to break you, that's not hard. You're actually being weak. So the purpose of this information is to go inside your mind and to strengthen your mind to become stronger so that you can deal with whatever this life is going to throw at you, because it's going to throw some things at you. Okay. So just going forward. I just want to talk about, just crying. Okay. Crying is okay. And when I say crying, I'm not talking about like, when you talk about tears and you being emotionally sad and being emotionally affected by whatever situation you're going through, that's fine. Okay. But this is the type of crying that is not okay. This is the type of crying that we need to change. And this is the type of crying that I'm talking about. The type of crying when you use a situation that occurs in your life, you use that as an excuse to give up. Okay. And giving up is, I'm gonna take this package. Giving up is, I'm gonna carry a gun. I don't care about nobody anymore. I'm ride or die. I'm just gonna live, be a gangster and be a thug. Okay, that's giving up. That's being weak. Okay, that's crying. Okay, because you're crying out. Either you're crying out for somebody to help you, you're crying out for attention, or you're crying out in a way that you just completely and have utterly given up. You're crying out saying that I'm just going to throw my life away. My life is not worth anything. My life and your life is not worth anything. So I'm just going to throw it away. That's crying. Okay. How is that tough? Because, anybody can give up. Anybody can go grab a gun and go grab some drugs and sell it to their own people. Anybody can do that. Okay. So going forward, so just strengthening your mind and having that mental capacity to deal with your circumstances. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, what I'm saying is, and I said over the weekend, about observing and recognizing traps. Okay, so we have trap music. We have we call the dope house the trap house. We call the activity in which we're doing, we call that trapping. Okay, so but because when you fall in the trap, you can't take and put yourself in these situations thinking that these things are going to turn out differently for you than they've turned out for everyone else. Okay, it's only a matter of time. You could be selling drugs or doing whatever it is that you're doing. It's only a matter of time before you fall, before the trap snares you, before you get snared by the trap, either by someone killing you or either by you having to kill someone else or either prison. Okay, and a lot of you young guys, young dudes are on Facebook telling all of your business. Okay, the police don't even have to set up surveillance on you anymore, because all they got to do is go to your Facebook page and you tell them everything. You tell them how much money you got. You tell them what you're doing. That's all they got to do. They don't even have to do surveillance on you anymore. All they have to do is just go to your social media page, because you tell on yourself. You tell them everything. They know you don't have a job, and then you live in these small cities and these small towns where everybody knows everybody. So you think the police don't know who's selling drugs and who's not selling drugs? Okay, they done already built the case a year long before they even come to arrest you. To arrest you. But a lot of you young people don't even understand that. Okay, just because you out here free on the street, they can arrest you today, but they just wait. They just wait and gather more and more evidence on you to try to put you away for the rest of your life, and you don't even understand that. Okay, and then you got to ask yourself, who are you selling to? And I know, and see, this is what I'm saying. This all goes back to: are you strong or are you weak? Are you fragile or are you unbreakable? Okay, because this is the thing. When you take that package, just as I said before, when you take that package and you try to use that package to get out of your circumstance, you're actually running back to the place that you're trying to escape. Okay, you're trying to escape poverty. You're trying to escape the ghetto. You're trying to escape hell. But in essence, by accepting that package, you actually are putting yourself right back into a situation where you're gonna go back to hell. Okay, it makes more sense. It makes more sense. Okay, if you're gonna get arrested and go down for 5 years, sit down for 6 years. So when someone goes to prison for 5 years, they're like, okay, that's not even that bad. 5 years. I was only there for 5 years. But what if you take the 5 years and struggle through your situation? What are you doing in prison for 5 years? Just think about it. We have to start thinking. Okay, if you serve a 5-year prison sentence for some crack or some heroin, some drugs that you're selling, okay, you're gonna go away for 5 years. In that 5-year time, you're not making any money. You're not progressing in your life. You're not doing anything. Okay, so why not stay where you are and try to do it the right way? And if that takes 5 years, that's 5 years you've been free. That's 5 years you've been outside. Okay, that's 5 years that you've been allowed to work on yourself with no record, no felony, not in danger of dying or being killed and having to deal with all of the things that you have to deal with in prison, the degradation of your humanity. Okay, so if you think ahead and you say, you know what, I'm gonna end up doing 5 years in prison, I might as well just struggle, work this little job until something else gets better. Do whatever it takes, whatever I need to do to make myself better. I mean, if you have some family or some relatives, maybe you can go live with them for a while. Maybe they're in a better situation. Get yourself out of that environment. Okay, if you have a place of refuge, go to that place of refuge. And I know some of these places we like, man, it's boring there, Rick. I don't want to stay there. I'll give you an example. I know if you've seen the TV show The Wire, okay. There's a character in season 1. His name was Wallace. He was played by Michael B. Jordan. Okay, Lil Wallace. He was selling drugs in the projects. Okay, I forgot what happened, but he had to. I think he started talking to the police for some reason. I forgot. I have to go back and watch it again, but I remember the story. He started talking to the police. He was a good kid. Okay, he took his little money that he earned from selling drugs. He made sure that the kids had lunch for school. Made sure they had something to eat before they went off to school. They living in the abandoned buildings, the boarded up housing. They just living in there. These abandoned row houses. Okay, made sure the kids had food before they. The dude had a kid. I know it's just a character in a TV show, but he had a good heart. Okay, so but just got caught up in the street life. So they sent him down to live with his relatives. Okay, give me a second, man. Let me take these comments. Turn your volume up a little bit more. Okay, all right. So wasting time. All right, losing opportunities. Slow. Okay, so you guys saying the volume is slow. Okay, let me try to adjust the volume here. All right, so is that better? Is that better on the volume? Give me a sec. Mic test. I'm getting some feedback. Is that better on the volume? Let me get some comments here. Yep. Okay. I appreciate it, Tamani. How you doing, brother? All right. With the Black Gold Nation. My guy Tamani Wandani. Hey man, if you guys are gonna get with the Black Gold Nation, I know we're always talking about building, and we're always complaining about what we don't have. We don't have this for our people. We don't have that for our people. My man Tamani Wandani, he's building this Black Gold Nation. BlackGoldNation.com. Put the website up there in the comments, Tamani. So basically, I'm an ambassador for the Black Gold Nation out here in Phoenix. We just had another brother join today. But basically, what we're doing is we're trying to make it better for us in our communities, in our cities, just throughout this nation, doing whatever we can to develop properties. Whatever we're going to educate our children ourselves, building homeschools, but we need bodies. We need people with the expertise to be able to build these institutions that we no longer have. So if you're interested, make sure my man Tamani is going to put it in the chat. Black Gold Nation. He has a whole structured setup, and of course, we're always looking to maybe change and make things better and improve on things, because we're always complaining about what we don't have. But this Black Gold Nation has solutions on us developing systems and programs to benefit our people so that we can better our situation. Okay, so back to what I was saying about Lil Wallace on his TV show, The Wire. Okay, little kid had a good heart, just got caught up in the street life. Okay, but what happened was he started talking to the police, and the police sent him down south with his family, with his relatives. Okay, to get him out of the environment that he was in. Okay, Wallace should have stayed there. Okay, and the reason he didn't stay there because he was just uncomfortable being in the country or being where it was quiet. Okay, I take that any day of the week. I don't know why we are so messed up that we choose to stay in a situation that's unhealthy, that's unsafe. We'll rather stay in that situation and risk our lives than to go somewhere new and try something different. Even if it's a culture and the people are, quote unquote, a little slower than what we're used to. Okay, sometimes when you go into a situation, you have to use it to your advantage. Okay, so if you're new to a situation, like whenever when I used to work for different companies, I would see deficiencies in the company and I would complain about it when I was younger. Okay, now if I go, working in corporate America, if I go into a situation and I see that this company is deficient, I use it to my advantage. Okay, so if you're able to see deficiencies within the organization, you can point those things out or come up with possible solutions to correct these deficiencies. And what does that make you? That makes you the hero. That makes you the guy. Okay, so instead of complaining about things, look at possible solutions and use your creativity to come up with possible solutions to correct these situations, and these things will become beneficial to you. Okay, but back to this story. Okay, so little Wallace was down south. He couldn't handle it, but that was his place of refuge. That was the place that was going to save his life. But he ended up going back to Baltimore, going back to the hood, and his own quote unquote homies killed him. Okay, and I know they had to kill him because, the code on the streets, you don't talk to the police. I understand. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is there's no loyalty in these streets. And I know a lot of you guys out here know it. Okay, when you get in that room with them people and they start talking about they're about to put you away for the rest of your life, you start singing. Okay, all that gangster and all that thug leaves you. Okay, because you ain't built. You ain't built for this. You're not built for building. You're not even built for breaking. You're not even built for breaking your circumstance. You just ain't built at all. You just pretending. Okay, it's gangster if we gonna live the thug life, live the thug life. Okay. When you get arrested, don't cry for nobody to bail you out. Just take the time. Sit until your court date. But we got all these gangsters. Soon as you get arrested, soon as you go to jail, you gotta be putting pressure on your family to bail you out. You want mom to put up the house. You want mom to put up her car to bail your little crybaby self out. If I was in the streets because I'm a real dude, whatever it is I do, I'll take it. I'll take it. The judge, whatever years the judge give me, I'll take it because I'm a real one. I ain't gonna cry and fall out in the courtroom. If I was out there living that life and doing what I was doing, I accept whatever comes along with it. And I'm not going to burden my family with trying to help me out, trying to get me a lawyer, trying to get me money for bail, okay, crying. Okay, so if you're going to be a gangster and accept whatever comes along with that life. Okay, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. There's another way. There's another way. Okay, if you have a place of refuge, go. Okay, I grew up in the environment. I know exactly how it is. No father, no mother, no guidance. I've been there. Okay, I had a place of refuge in Arizona, across the country, 2,000 miles away. About 1,500 miles away. I didn't have any experience with this place. It was new, but I wasn't afraid of the experience. Okay, but even being back in the environment that I was in, I still had to struggle there in order to get here. Okay, that's gangster, man. When you can just not give up, I was like, man, I ain't giving up. I'm not giving up. I don't even know what that is. I don't know how to give up. Okay, I love when people tell me I can't do something. I love it. Okay, because it's my duty and it's my job to prove you wrong. Okay, so when you come out the womb and they're like, oh, you set up to fail, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. I was like, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm gonna make it. You don't know me. All right, so just a personal a situation here, and again, when you have something that takes place in your life, okay, and let's say one of your family members pass away, okay, and you're just hurt by this situation, you're devastated, okay, and I know it's hurting you because I see it, okay, all that hard exterior. It's just you're just trying to mask your hurt and your pain. That's it. On the inside, you tore up. We need to get our people some help. Okay, not prayer, because I got eyes, man. Like, I know everything that's going on. I know everything that's happening, even though I don't speak on it. I read things. I'm observant, and I stay silent on a lot of things. But I know what's going on. Okay. One thing is this: you're not gonna call me and ask me for money when I tried to save you. Okay, I've already tried to save you. If I try to save you and you reject being saved, you reject salvation, after you get in trouble, don't call me. Don't call me after you're pregnant and you got a baby. Don't call me after you've been locked up and you don't want to change. Don't call me, because I'm not going to give you any money. I tried to save you. I tried to save you. Okay, so, but my whole thing is, this is my point. When you have a family member die, let's say your mother passes away, okay, and you're hurt by it, and this happens when you're young, and I understand you're growing up, you're becoming a man, your father's not there, okay. You talk about loving your mother so much, you know, that this pain and this hurt is there, and I understand. But when you live a life that is contrary to her memory, that is almost like you're desecrating her memory by your actions. When someone sees you, they say, oh, that's so-and-so's son right there, man. He lost. He terrible. As opposed to saying, you know what? That's so-and-so's son right there. He's successful. He's a good guy. He's a good dude. His mom passed away, but he didn't let that break him. He made it anyway. He's successful. She's proud of him. I know she's proud. But you stain your mother's name when you give up. When you become a thug, or just somebody that nobody even wants to be around this person. Okay? Crying. Because that's what that is. When you don't give, you don't care. You know, anybody can get up in the morning looking for something to smoke or looking for something to drink. Okay? I'd rather beat you at your own game. That's what I'm going to say. When the world stacked the deck against me, I'm still going to win. I'm still going to play the cards. I'm still going to play. Okay, I'm not gonna do what you have designed for me to do because I see the trap. Just like I said a couple days ago, when the trap is set, when a new trap is set, I can understand people getting caught up in it. But once you see thousands and tens of thousands, millions of people getting caught in this trap, and you go get caught in the trap, then I gotta say, come on, man, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. You have a choice. We all have choices. And we want to talk about pain. We all got it. We all got it. Another thing real quick, man, before I get up out of here, because I appreciate you guys allowing me to set this stream up, man, because I was just testing, because I'm streaming Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. So this is the first time I'm going live on my page on both YouTube and Facebook. So we just testing this thing out. My YouTube is begging the number 4 change. Please go and subscribe. I'll be putting up a lot of good content this year. Of course, religious videos, but not just that, just motivational videos, videos on whatever it is I learned and whatever I think can be useful to us as we grow and as we develop. A few people have already reached out to me regarding insurance, so I've given them some information on that. So our people are changing the way that we're doing things. We're looking forward to the future as opposed to just living day to day. Okay, we have to build for our future, just like Tamani says. You know, it's a 100-year plan. He has a 100-year plan for us to get right, okay? And you ain't going to live 100 years. So you have to build something. You have to establish a foundation right now. And when you leave, the next generation, building up the next generation to say, hey, y'all got to carry this. Y'all got to continue this and carry this forward, okay? Just like, again, I use the example of building the Great Wall of China. They didn't build that. Everybody that worked on that wall lived in, there's several generations. I don't know how many, but there's a lot of generations that lived and died building that wall. And that's what they did. But the wall got built. Okay, so, but we don't want to be instrumental in building the wall. We just want to see the wall built. That's it. And we want to benefit from whatever it is that was built. We don't want to have no hand in building it. Okay, having a hand in building the wall is you doing what you can. Your parents didn't leave anything for you. Leave something for your children. Okay, your father wasn't there for you. When your father is not in your life, the greatest thing that you can do is be a father. That's it. That's the greatest thing that you're probably going to do. When your father wasn't there for you, the greatest thing that you're going to do in your life is be a father. And I'm not talking about just the biological process of being a father. I'm talking about when your children are here. First of all, I'm talking about even thinking about your children before you even bring them into the world. Thinking about what type of life you're going to give them. Thinking about if it's the right time to even have them or not. That's being a father. Not going out one night stand at the club. Oops, we got a baby. That's not a father. Father is saying, okay, if we're going to have these children, we're going to plan it out. I got me a good companion here to help me raise them. And we're going to put their lives before ours. Before the clothes, before the shoes. I don't care about none of that. You know what? I tell my son all the time, like, son, I love you more than anything. It's the greatest. Someone told me a while ago, because I always talk about, leaving something behind and being great. Okay. And he was like, Rick, probably the greatest thing that you're going to do, bro, is be a father, bro. And I'm like, man, bro, that ain't nothing, bro. Being a father, but that's easy to me. So that's why I kind of brushed it off. But as I see my son grow and I see him develop and I see the impact that I have on his life, that's one of the greatest things that I'm ever going to do is be his father and put something in his mind so that when I'm gone and he is a father himself, he's like, this is what my dad did for me. This is what I got to carry on. This is the example my father showed me. And that's going to continue. So that's what I'm saying. When we talk about breaking generational ignorance, it's thinking about the future. I don't care about anything, as I just care about what I put in my son and what I leave behind. I don't care about no clothes. Listen, I know y'all see my videos and y'all say Rick had that shirt on the last 4 videos. I don't care. We going to Vegas in May. I may have the same clothes on because I'm not going shopping for you. I'm not going shopping for you. You can say I got on the same clothes, so what? I don't care. As long as the shirt clean and it look okay, I'll still wear it. I'm not going shopping for you. I'm not going to buy a car that I can't afford for you. I'm not. I don't care about these things. And we have to stop caring about these things. Are we just like these little things to divide us? If the earth is flat, if the map is upside down, these are silly things. While we're on the earth, we're losing. We're losing on the flat, round earth. We're losing. While we're sitting up here arguing about these things, everybody else is just sitting back like, whew, getting money. We need to be talking about how we're going to get money. And if we're a true community, we got to be for each other. And that's sacrifice. That means you might have to give up something for your brother or your sister. Whether it be your mind, your thought pattern, your opinion, or you being right. Sometimes you know you right, and you just got to be like, you know what? I know, hey, sis, bruh, like, it's cool. Like, we just going to leave that alone. Let's just move on for the sake of the community. All right? So, thank everybody again, begging for change. Man, I was in the video with Kevin. It was a great experience, man. Kevin is a real dude, man. I love that dude, bro. There's people that just be saying stuff, crazy stuff. Like, dude, like, if you got a problem, look at yourself. Look at yourself. I look at myself every day. And if I'm doing something like, we're going to do what we want to do. Okay? We're going to do it. We free. We're going to do what we want to do. If we want to make a music video and I don't care what we want to do in it, we're going to do it. You know, that doesn't make us immoral. Okay? We're not Buddhist monks. We're people. And we're trying to make it. We're trying to use all of our talents, whether that be music, poetry, singing, dancing, whatever. You got a talent, use it, because everybody else is making money off of your talents. You don't have a problem with it. So if you got a talent, you can make some money off of it and you can benefit from it. Okay? But my whole thing is be unbreakable. Don't allow things to break you. Be unbreakable. Become unbreakable. I am unbreakable. The only thing that's going to stop me is death. Okay? Be unbreakable here. If you have a strong mind, that's where it all starts. Okay? Your body can be strong, but if your mind is weak, they got you. Destroy your mind. That's all they need to do. Just like they said in the Great Debaters, keep the body, take the mind. Get your mind back. Get your mind back. Okay, so we have to build for the future. We have to stop. Like, come on, man. Like, we got to do it. We got to be willing to do it. When the time comes for you to do it, do it. Okay. All right. So, peace, family. The Rapture album, Kevin West, is a great album. The dude got more music coming. My page, begging for change. Black Gold Nation, don't forget it. Okay. Tamani put the website in the chat. Okay. Go to check out the page. Check out if it's for you. Please join up, become a part of this movement to give our people everything that they need, everything that we need to survive. Okay, the only guys that we need is each other, and the only God that I need is you. Swank out.